Hey everyone, this is Vivian Cherie here back with Entrepreneur City, where we're giving you empowerment through education and entrepreneurship. I want to welcome you guys to today's training. I'm so excited that you're here. Get rid of all the distractions, and I'm serious. Grab pen and paper because today you're going to be learning how to plan and create life and business harmony, plus the secret key to life fulfillment on any level. Guys, I'm just so excited about this particular training today because I truly believe while we're facing this COVID-19 crisis as a globe, I truly believe that this was a time to reflect on what is truly important to us. You know, so much throughout life, we're moving so fast, especially during this digital age that we're in. And a lot of times we forget to really take a step back and think about what is truly important to me, and just being a person that is here, you know, on earth, whether you are a parent, wife, husband, child, we all are someone's child, you know. So it's like this COVID-19 really has put almost a stop clock, a timeout, if you will, on almost it has really impacted us all as a globe. You know, there's just so much that you could talk about when we're talking about COVID-19. But one of the largest lessons I truly believe is all about getting in alignment of what's truly important to you. And today I'm going to be giving you a plan of execution to create business and life harmony, and that secret key to life fulfillment. Guys, this is going to be a quick training, so you definitely want to make sure you grab that pen and paper. While you're doing so, I'm going to tell you a little bit more about myself, just in case you're new to these trainings. Guys, I work for 3 Fortune 500 companies in the leadership, branding, and marketing departments. I've authored over 7 books all about entrepreneurship, and I've worked in the top 3 customer-centric industries. That will be hospitality management, the pharmaceutical and medical industries, as well as technology. And it was throughout all of these particular careers and companies that I've worked for, I was really able to connect with a lot of different people, really that wanted to get more out of life, and especially in their career mode. So what I decided to do was, I was really, I was doing pretty good at Fortune 500s, but I was looking for that life fulfillment. And I didn't have it. You know, I started off thinking that, once I make the money, I'll be happy, because, obviously a lot of issues that we have today is surrounding money and finances. But what I soon realized was you could work at a job and make all the money that you need and you still not happy. And when I discovered that I was my most happiest when I was helping people achieve their dreams, whether it be weight loss, but in particular their career goals, their life fulfillment, and their career and their business goals, this is where I found what I need to do. And this is where I got more clarity about life. And I decided to branch off on my own. And here I am. I've been doing trainings and helping people for over 6 years now. And I just kind of started off recently with my YouTube channel. So you are really getting the front end of the social media campaigns that we're doing now. However, I've been around for a while, and you'll be able to see some of our blogs and books that we have online that you can definitely utilize to take your business to the next level. Because I specialize in helping small businesses. I help them understand how the billionaire brands, they hack down and accelerate their success by sharing those hacks with you guys as well. Okay, so I hope you got pen and paper because we're going to jump into this training pretty fast here. I do understand as entrepreneurs, we wear multiple hats. So I wanted to tell you one thing that I do know is during these trainings, I'm going to cover a lot of information that you may or may not have been introduced to. However, you may have questions at the end of the program or during and throughout this training. We may not have the time to answer those questions, but I promise you before I get out of here today, I will definitely give you the information so that you can reach out if you would like to with more questions and comments. And if you want to work with me on a one-on-one basis or feel inspired to want to check out some of our programs, okay? So let's jump right into it. First off, let's talk about this secret ingredient. See, I'm starting off giving you guys the goods. This is just to let you know, this is everything that you're going to learn today is juicy. And you're going to definitely want to get pen and paper if you have not done so, because we have to start at one. And that one is you. And I truly believe that the secret to life and business harmony, not only that, to life fulfillment, is, it sums it up in this quote by Pablo Picasso. It says, the meaning of life is to find your gift, and the purpose of life is to give it away. I truly believe this is so beautiful. I'm thinking about getting this framed, because the meaning of life is to find your gift. And some of you may already have your gift. Maybe you don't know, but some of you, you're making good money, and maybe you're getting frustrated in your business, and frustration is natural. Let me just say that. But some of you guys are really like, you're to the point where you're ready to throw in the towel. You're just tired. And I can truly relate to that. But one thing that I can promise you is when you discover your gift, this is known also as your life purpose. When you discover that, I mean, the London Bridge could fall down. Everything around you could crumble down. But that light inside of you, that fire, it'll continue to flame on. It'll continue to burn on. And it's almost a weird, a crazy feeling, because how could so much be going on around you, but you're still so passionate and on fire for your life purpose or this thing that's on the inside of you? But that's just the way, that's how energetic and important you discovering your life meaning, okay, your gift. Okay, and then the purpose of it is to give it away, because your gift is too huge for you to just keep it on the inside of you. That's what the yearning for is. The yearning on the inside. If you've ever really wanted to do something and you just could not get it out of your mind, 9 times out of 10, that is your gift. That is your life purpose. Okay. I like to say it as your life purpose. I truly believe we are made, created with gifts and things like that. But sometimes your gift gives you a clue to what your life purpose is, and you may not even be doing that complete thing like a skill or a talent. You know what I'm saying? It could be something in the same reach as that. So I like to say your life purpose. Okay, because your life purpose composes of 2 pieces. Number 1, you finding out, what your gift is, finding out what your gift is, but the purpose of it is to give it away. So that means you have a talent, a skill, a gift, and it is the purpose of your life is to find the people that you need to connect to and help them with your gift. Okay? And this is where you will get this business and life harmony, but this is also where you have life fulfillment, and not to mention prosperity. Your coins, as they say, your overflowing bag in the land of milk and honey. I don't care if it's in America, Canada, Europe, Asia. It lies within you discovering your life purpose. And this is why we're starting this planning out with this. Because at the end of the day, when you find and discover your life purpose, you keep going. It gives you an unnatural energy and an unnatural feel that you can't stop. If I could tell you guys the things that I am currently facing right now, but I had to get this video out. Why? Because there's a yearning desire to help small businesses, especially right now. Because in the United States, small businesses, they employ 66% of Americans. That's over half of our country population. So I feel that it's my duty to do my part. And if you have this training, if this training is imparted to you, then it's because it was for you. And you're definitely going to be learning some things today. So how can you find your life harmony or your life purpose? Well, number 1, some of you might already be doing it. But like I said, your gifts and talents and skills, those are clues. Write those things down. And then you number them from 1 to 10. Because see, when you achieve that one thing and it just blows up, you can start adding more and more things that you can add to your life plan, your blueprint, which we'll be creating today. Okay, but it all starts with you finding your purpose. Because sometimes, well, no, excuse me, let me backtrack. When you find your life purpose, it's going to be that single point of focus that you have, because you have to master it. Some of you're mastering it right now. And one of the major keys to finding it is something that you do for free and you're not getting paid, but you still love to do it. Okay, that's really one of the golden keys to finding out. But this is the part one, guys. So what I want you to do is write down your top 10 or top 5 things that you love to do, with them being free. Okay, and then you number them from 1 to 10. On a scale of 1 to 10, which one you like the best? Which one are you more passionate about doing? Which one you want to continue to learn about? Okay, that's where we're going to start. Next, men lie, women lie, but numbers don't lie. Okay, so we're talking about your purpose here. So when you think about your purpose, some of you might know it, but just think about your largest goal that you have right now. Okay, I want you to take all the filters off, all the blinders off, all of the preconceived notions, because there's nothing for sale today. Okay, there's nothing for sale. So I want you to take off all of your prejudices, all the filters that you have on, all the limitations and limiting beliefs you may have. And I really want you to think this over very careful, this next question. And that question is, if you could have the life fulfillment, the purpose, if you were in your life purpose, and if you could have the complete picture, how much money do you need to make on a monthly basis? If you knew it was possible, how much money, whether it be you wanted to send both of your kids to A1 colleges, whether you wanted to do homeschooling or private tutoring, whether you wanted to have a home in LA and a home in Las Vegas, regardless, how much money do you want to make a month? So in this particular training today, and we're not going to talk that much about money. We're going to touch about it a little bit. That's why we're jumping right in from the beginning, because I truly believe that you need to know the number. I call it the magic number. A lot of times people love to sweep under the rug, oh, we don't want to talk about money. Oh, it's not about money. Well, guess what? During COVID-19, I bet you this much. I bet you it's about money. Not COVID-19 itself. I'm just talking about to be able to continue to provide for your family, to buy the food you need, regardless of if they're ran out in the grocery store or not, to be able to move around. There's people that's laid off right now. So that's what I mean when I say it's time that we be honest with ourselves and say, listen, I'm either making the money that I need or I am not. And if I am not, how much money do I truly need to live the life of my dreams? I don't know what's going on in the world, but I want to get control of my life. Okay, that's who this training is for. The person that wants to really say, you know what, life, I can't control everything, but you know what? I'm going to control what I can control. And here's for starters, I know I need to make at least $5,000 a month, $10,000 a month, right? No more penny pinching around, squiggling around, because as you see with COVID-19, and within a month or two, life could change as we know it. Within a second. This is why, guys, we cannot take life for granted anymore. This is why I'm so passionate about getting my videos out and everything, because, guys, we can no longer, as a globe, we can no longer take life for granted. And I truly believe you are here for a reason. I'm here for a reason and a season. And I truly believe when we tap into our purpose, prosperity is ours. And however much you need to live your life, guess what? It's for the taking. So for the sake of this training, we're always going to stick with making at least $10,000 a month. So for any examples that we talk about, I want you to reference to $10,000 a month. Now, obviously, if you need to make $50,000 a month or $100,000 a month, I say have at it. I say have at it. Why do I say that? Because whatever the mind can believe and conceive, you can achieve it. You can achieve it. So let's talk about the top performer's tactic for goal achievement. It is begin with the end in mind. The key to success is to begin with the end in mind, with a vision and a blueprint of the desired result. Okay, guys, this is so prevalent. Every time that I've set a goal in this manner, it was so much easier. Things fell into line. And you know what else, guys? When I set my mind on that ending goal, I was more passionate about the goal achievement and the process, because you must understand that everything is a process. And this is why you must think about having some type of plan. Okay? Because everything is a process. And as the former slide says, you want to start with the end in mind. This is why we started off talking about your purpose. What is it? What is that burning desire that you have? Then we touched on how much money you want to make. Because guess what, guys? At Entrepreneur City, we know we need to make money. We want to live the rest of our lives to be the best of our lives. And we don't want to cheapskate it through. We don't want to give half-ass results. We want to put in the work, but we're going to be smart. We're going to work hard, but we want to work smart as well. Okay. And that's what this training is all about. So you start by doing that with understanding your life purpose. Okay. You understand that by have given an honest assessment of the lifestyle that you want to live. Okay. Because again, this all goes into your life and business harmony. How much money does it take to pay the bills for the business and your home? Okay. And then now we're talking about your ending goal. Okay, whatever that goal may be. We talked about money right before that, because sometimes you can visualize it more if you put a price tag on it. Okay, but then again, some of you might say, well, I have a restaurant and I want 3 different locations, and I want each of those locations to make $1 million a year. Okay, that's still a certain amount of money per month, right? That's about what? Maybe about $75,000 a month. Because I know 100,000 a month would be 1,200,000. So it's all up to you, but you want to begin with the end in mind, and then you want to get a plan. Why? Because the plan is going to set the direction, and it's going to set the priorities. What's important and what's not. This is something that I really had to come to realize, guys. When you create a plan, the key of the plan is, some people say, well, I don't plan, things don't go as planned anyway. Okay, I understand everything don't go as planned, right? However, that is to still say my ending goal remains the same. The plan might change, but the priorities and the direction I'm going in, the direction might change, but the priorities, I still want the ending goal. The goal remains the same. Okay, and the plan helps you to set the priority to say, this is useless, this is golden, this is garbage, this is what I need, this is right for me, that is not. Okay, this is why you need a plan. Okay, so a plan is a place where you can put all your ideas down, what works, what does not work. But the key to the plan is having your ending goal in mind. See, you didn't even have to write down anything else, even though it would be smart to. But when you know your ending goal, things, and you really feel it, things start to come your way and come into place. But see, the reason why you want to have a written plan is because a lot of opportunities will come your way. Like, say for me, you said you really want to be an entrepreneur and you're looking for opportunities. All type of opportunities start to come your way. It'll almost become overwhelming. But when you have a written plan or a notebook of some sort, you can start to jot down what you really like, what you're really into, and which ones sounded interesting. Because there's no way you'll be able to keep up with all the opportunities and the people that you encounter, which is important. And we'll get into that a little bit later. So what you must understand about success and life and business harmony is success leaves clues. Anthony Robbins, I first heard this from Anthony Robbins, success leaves clues. And guys, he is so absolutely correct. Because if you look at any successful person, there are patterns of things that they all do. And say, for instance, there's something that you wanted to learn how to do. Maybe lose weight, maybe become a runner, a great cook. You can literally observe a great cook, a great jogger, a great a great pastry chef, a great musician. You could literally, just by observation, you could literally grasp over 50% of their tactics just through observation. Not to mention if you start to study them and then you get a chance to interview them. Okay, that complete process is called modeling. Okay, now for some of you might think, I don't think that works. You have to do this and that. Well, think about this, guys, about this success strategy called modeling and how success leaves clues. Okay, Amazon, a $1 billion brand, started off with one product. Okay, number one, there's a lot of companies that are $1 billion companies that started off with one product. So I want you to understand that you could start off with one product. Amazon started off with books. It doesn't take a lot. It takes for you to understanding your purpose and understanding how much money you want to make and a few other things. So it does not take a lot. But here's the other thing. If you also notice that, say for example, let's take Uber Eats. Okay, Uber Eats is a $1 billion company now, right? But guess what? Amazon noticed that McDonald's noticed that Uber Eats is really taking off. So now McDonald's have McDonald's delivery. Okay? You see how that works? They saw it working with Uber. They said, you know what? Let's try it out. So here's another example. McDonald's saw how successful the $1 billion brand of Starbucks is and said, wow, let's model what they're doing. No, we're not going to do everything they do, but let's grasp some of those ideas and implement it in our business. Now you have Mac Cafe. They're serving all type of coffee drinks, not as many as Starbucks, but they grasp the idea that success leaves clues. Let's take another one. Stitch Fix is another almost $1 billion box boutique. They have the monthly subscription box boutique. Amazon saw that and said, hey, let's try that out. Okay? This is what I mean when I say success leaves clues. And I'm saying all that to say this. If there's something that you want to do, some of you might know what you want to do because you have connected with someone that is doing it, whether they be a celebrity or they're a celebrity in your eyes and they're a local person. You've already connected with that particular thing that you want to do. You just don't know how to do it. Success leaves clues. This is how you do it. When you don't have a clue, okay, you know what your life purpose is and you know how much money you want to make with this particular thing because everybody's life is different. So just because you model it is not copying because everybody has their own process. So this is why you don't have to feel like, oh, I'm copying their stuff. Do you guys know where the iPhone gets its physical appearance and model from? Okay, well, I'll tell you. After Steve Jobs dropped out of college, he worked for Atari on third shift. He saw the simplicity of the joystick. Do you guys remember, if you're 80s babies like I am, if you remembered the joystick, it had the one button and the one stick. Now, look at your iPhone. It has the one button. Why? Because he saw how successful the simplicity of the Atari was and how successful it was. Okay? So that is a perfect example of success leaving clues. It's a wealth mindset secret. Seriously, guys, think about it. All of these companies, they're not just copying off of each other. I mean, we can even get into Burger King. They now have the vegan burger, the Impossible Whopper. Why? Because they saw that success leaves clues. They saw how great the vegan movement has been. So why not tap into it? No, we're not copying, but we see that success leaves clues and we're going to model it for our business. So now they have the Whopper, Impossible Whopper. Okay. So now that you understand about how to create the most effective plan, you know how much money you want to make, you understand about life purpose. Let's talk about the 4 ways to produce income. These are the only way you can produce income, and it does not matter what industry you are in. This is what's so cool about this particular quad here. This is called the Cash Flow Quad by Robert Kiyosaki, who wrote the book called Rich Dad Poor Dad. Now, he discovered from his rich dad that there's 4 ways that you can produce income. I don't care what industry you're in. You can even sell lemonade. We can take lemonade and still apply it to this cash flow quad. So the first part is you're an employee. You got a job at the lemonade factory. You are exchanging your time per hour for dollars, right? Maybe you're making $15 an hour. Maybe you're making $20 an hour. Okay. That's called the employee quad. Next, you have the self-employed, right? You own the job. So now you're making homemade lemonade at home and you're selling it on your own. Okay. That's what self-employed is. You own the job. So you're still trading time for money, because if you do not go out there to that lemonade stand, lemonade will not get sold. If you are using this old school self-employed model, if you do not show up, lemonade is not getting sold. Okay? Next one we have is the business owner system. The business owner portion of the quad. This is the person that owns a system. And most of the time it's ran by people. It's either run by people or by the internet. And how does this apply? Well, guess what? When you are a business owner that owns a system, you can take a trip to the Cabos, to San Cabos, and you're still getting paid. Why? Because you have people or the internet working for you. But everything involves around people. It's just that with the business owner model, whether you're using the formal model or the digital model, because the business owner has two parts to it, because maybe you have a business where you do pretty much employ a lot of people, but at the same time you might have an online business where you only employ 2 to 3 people, because a lot of things is ran through the digital internet. Okay, but at the end of the day, the result is the same. You are no longer exchanging your time for money. Now you're leveraging your time for the money, because you don't have to show up as often. So now you own a lemonade factory. Okay. So even if you were online with the lemonade guy, maybe you're selling lemonade cookbooks. Okay. The key thought here is you don't have to show up to get paid anymore. Okay. You can spend time doing other things. You can show up when you want to. And last but not least, we have the investor. The investor is the one that now is able to invest his money in other places and get money back. Okay. So maybe he has real estate. Maybe he go around and find new entrepreneurs like Shark Tanks. Those are investors. Okay. Like how some of these companies, these big tech companies, how they go to Silicon Valley and they raise money up. Those are from investors. Okay. And that's what investing is. It's where you are investing your money to get a flip, and you're looking for your return of interest. So the question here is, it's not about which one is right or which one is wrong. The question here is, which one of these matches the lifestyle that you truly want to live? And not only that, which one of these would make more sense to produce income with? So if you said, for an example, you wanted to make $10,000 a month, that is possible as an employee. Maybe you're a lawyer. You know, some lawyers make about $200 an hour, $500 an hour. So maybe you are a lawyer. Okay, you could be a regular lawyer working for a huge firm, because they still make big bucks. Or you could be self-employed, right? Same difference, you just work for someone. But you would be changing your time for the money. Then maybe you said, you know what? I want to own a lawyer firm where I have a team of lawyers working for me and I direct them. So now you become the business owner. Okay. Then next, you say, you know what? I've made a lot of money being a lawyer. Now it's time for me to go find them fresh out of school, fresh out of law school, and let me see what type of potential they have. And I'm going to invest in them to get their own law practice and start their own branding. So which one of these four ways would work for you? So if time with your family and doing other important things is more important to you, you might want to take a look at the business owner quad. Maybe you could take a look at the self-employed quad. However, you must understand that anytime you don't show up, you're not making money. So that 2-week vacation that you take is going to have to be carefully planned. Okay. So there's no right or wrong here. This is all about how you want to live your life and how to build a business around that to create the harmony that you want. Now, after you have your information about, how you want to make the money, how much money you want to make, what you'll be doing, your life purpose, what you really want, and all of that, I want you to understand the second part to you finding your true life purpose is all about giving it away. And it's all about creating community, guys. It's all about finding the people that you were meant to share your gifts with. Your gifts are not meant to be kept to yourself and just your family. It's all about sharing it with people that really could benefit from them. Some of you guys have amazing stories about life that you could truly teach someone about, whether it be being a mother or a single dad or a widower, a student in a foreign land. Regardless of what it is, there is someone that can benefit from your story. And if you truly tap into that, I'm telling you this, it will become so fulfilling to you, but you will also become very prosperous when doing this, not just in money, in health and happiness and life fulfillment. I want you to know that no matter what age we are in, industrial age, digital age, computer age, artificial intelligence age, it is always going to be about people helping people. Okay? We are here to solve problems. Your value comes to the amount of problems that you can solve and how good you can solve them. So whatever problems that you're solving, and this could be a good problem. It could be vacationing problems because you moved around so much as a child. It was devastating to you, but now you understand now it's time for you to share the light with other people to give them insight on different cultures. It's your life purpose now. Okay. So now it's time for you to think about who is the community of people that could truly benefit from my life purpose. It could be my pain and promises and life lessons that I've learned. Now, after you think about all of these different tools and tactics that we have available to us, after you have your plan together, you know that we are in a 24-hour society. And that could be a good thing and it could be a bad thing. But today I'm going to share with you some ways that you can start to share your message, your life purpose, regardless if it's your lifestyle or your business. Okay. Number one, social media. Social media is on all the time, 24/7. And when you really get into your life purpose, if you don't have a dime to spend, a great place to start to connect with people and just really post things that are inspiring, that are in alignment with your life purpose would be social media. Next, podcasting. A great way. Some of you don't want to be on video. You don't even want this type of video, right? You can do podcasting. A great, great way to share your ideas and philosophies and lessons on life. And guess what, guys? It's completely free. This is why you can really feel comfortable about starting to feed that yearning desire to do more in life. You can do podcasting, social media, blogging. Some of you guys are true writers. You love to write. Well, start writing articles about your different life philosophies and different lessons you've learned. Think about the top 5 things of lessons that you truly want to share with other people. You can start off with your podcast, your social media, and your blogging with that. And then there's something called solo ads. Now, this is actually a paid advertisement, but you could literally put your information in front of over 1,500 people a month for $10 a week. Now, I threw that one in there because I want you to understand, to get your message out there, it doesn't cost a lot of money at this particular time. You just have to want to get started, create your plan, get in your purpose, and everything else will fall in together. Now, I know some of you are probably like skeptical, like, it sounds good, but I don't know. Because I know the world is full of scammers. But guess what, guys? This is not about getting rich quick. Okay? This is about going to the next level in life and not settling for less. That's what this is about. This is about you knowing you're worth it. Okay? So at the end of the day, guys, no matter what happens, you must understand you got options. You got options in life. Have you ever heard someone say, the life you're living now is a sum total of the decisions that you have previously made? And that is so true. So you got options. Choose wisely. Because choice number one, guys, all of this information that I just gave you is completely free. You could take it here and learn it on your own and study it and really get started on living you a new life and building it from scratch if you need to. And it's not a bad choice, but don't get me wrong, guys. I want to warn you that when you go it alone, it takes a longer time and you do end up spending more money because you're paying to pave the way for your own mistakes. Obviously, mistakes are going to be made. That's a part of the human experience. But one thing that I have observed working with top performers and observing and studying them for a very, very long time is that they all get a coach, whether it be through seminars, through books, through audio programs. They always get a coach, someone to hold them accountable and share ideas and feelings with while they're going through the process. Choice number two, guys, you don't have to do anything. If you're happy with your life, keep doing what you're doing. But there's a saying that says you cannot expect a different result doing the same things. So if you're ready to want to do the same things, well, do nothing. Maybe you decide it doesn't take all of this planning stuff and everything will eventually go back to normal. And guess what, guys? That is totally fine. Just know doing nothing is still a decision. That's one thing you must understand. You can sit back on the couch and say, you know what? It doesn't take all of that. It's a scam. But guess what? It's still a decision. And then choice number three. Simply put, you can take the front row seat to the largest life and business transformation of 2020 and position yourself to win in any economy. Guys, there's people out here winning right now. Right now. You can get on Instagram, social media, anything you want. You will see people literally right now taking advantage of all of these cheap flights and going on vacation. Now is the time to position yourself to win in any economy. Well, guys, if you're interested in checking out more about this program in detail, check out the description box, guys, and it will tell you everything about how you can link up with me more on a one-on-one basis. If you want me to help you get this plan of action going at an accelerated speed. But other than that, guys, like, comment, and share, please, okay? And don't forget, check the link out in the description box, and I'll see you at the next training. Have a great day, guys, and thanks for tuning in.